Good afternoon and welcome to another episode of Unscripted and Unchained RPG Review. I am DM Bloodworth, and as you can see, I'm continuing with my RPG a Day 2020. I'm going to combine days 8 and 9, and so as you already know, it's the 11th of August, so I'm already falling behind on these. But I had some other videos I wanted to do ahead of this, so when I was looking at shade, and then looked forward to see light, I decided that I was going to conceptualize these two things as together, as opposites. Now I know usually would say dark and light are opposites, but in this case, the way I'm looking at the two, you'll see how they are opposites. Yeah, at least in my mind, they are. When I deal with shade, I think of shades of gray, which many of you probably do the same thing. So I like to present my players with shades of gray thought processes when they're trying to make a decision. Very few things in my gaming world are black and white, cut and dry. They're they're usually some element of both going on, and I like that my players to go in there and to think I have several different ways of dealing with this. I can deal with this, very very tough and direct and decisive, or I can try a workaround to get to the same goal, but maybe not so rough and direct or so. So, just getting them to think of their situations and think of different ways of getting there. Or if you do have someone who's concerned about making the moral decision, and when you pose them with these shades of gray, that they're like, you know what, I'm struggling with it. My character is struggling with this decision, but ultimately this is what he or she is going to do. But at least I got them, to think about that. Now, in a recent game session that I had, the the cleric in the group wanted to just execute this captive that they had, because the he was looking at the captive in a light, and I'll talk about that in a moment, but he really made this clear to me. He saw this captive in a particular light. He was not unambiguous about this. He knew exactly. The cleric knew exactly that this person was evil. This person was irredeemable, and I want to kill this person. I don't want to have him as a captive where he could slow us down or do whatever. I just want to have this person killed. And I, as a GM, are sitting there and thinking, well, your deity wouldn't necessarily agree with that, but he argued again about the unredeemable qualities of this person, and he convinced me. And so I said, fine, you're going to do with what? And actually, another player character stepped in, one that wasn't on this moral high ground, or concerned about the morals of the thing, and he just executed the person. And it made me think that light is when a light has shown upon something, and the player has or the character has this clarity of thought that, all right, no, I do see this as a cut and dry thing. I do see this as, good or evil. And so the light has shown upon, either the person or the thing or whatever that they're dealing with. And they have a firm belief that this is what they know to be true. And so where shades of gray creates that uncertainty. Shining the light on something makes something clear. So, I really appreciate that experience, even though it was a stressful situation between the GM and the player at the time because we were having this dispute. But I've come to actually realize how correct he was in his perception and his way of handling his character in character and within his alignment, where even within the domains of his deity, that he was really right. And I was wrong in not seeing that. But I've since I've grown thinking about that and seeing where I like to throw those shades of gray out there. My players might have this sense of, but I can see through that, and this is what my character firmly believes. I have seen this light on this subject, and that light just means clarity. It doesn't mean righteousness. It doesn't mean that it's correct. It just means that their player character, or the character, is has clarity in what they're choosing to do. So that's how I'm handling shade and light. Probably a little bit out there for some, but hey, let me know what you think about that, and please leave your comments. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. And once again, I mean, keep on enjoying these RPG days. 2020, I'll keep on making the videos. I'll try to get caught up if I can. And you just have a good time gaming out there. I look forward to seeing you on the gaming screen sometime soon. You'll have a great rest of the afternoon.